Ambassador Richard Norland, thank you for visiting the oldest university in the world, Caucasian region. It's a very important day for our students and for our university. We appreciate your support. With the name of journalism students, I want to thank you for this beautiful multimedia center. We can promise that your help will not go up in smoke, and the skills we will learn here will help us to do our bit in the development of civil society of Georgia. I have several questions with you, and I hope that you will answer them.
I will do my best. Thank you for having me on your show.
Well, thank you for visiting us. You're familiar with the problems of free media in Georgia. With all the ensuring consequences, how can you evaluate state of journalism in our country?
Well, I think the state of journalism in Georgia is actually quite healthy. If you look at the trend over the last couple of years, you see the development of a number of very robust media outlets, particularly in the television industry, each of which is capable of presenting different points of view, each of which has a sufficiently solid commercial basis to operate. And I think what's really important is that you have the ability for different points of view on the political spectrum to be expressed in the media space, and with the current state of Georgian journalism, I believe that exists, not only in the television sector, but also with some very important newspapers and journals like Tabula and the other one that I can't remember right now. So.
How high quality education in journalism will help to develop democracy in our country?
Well, I think any democratic society has found that a free press is a critical foundation for a successful democratic process, because the way democracy works is citizens vote and express their choices for political leadership and political policies. To make those votes in an informed way, they must have reliable information. You cannot always count on the information that comes from any one political party to be objective. The role of an objective, independent media to give voters a common understanding of the picture in a country is absolutely essential to a healthy democracy.
What are your expectations from those undergraduate journalism students who will empower themselves in this new multimedia center and will learn new skills?
Well, I think we're already seeing some very professional journalists at work here today, and I have every reason to believe you with ever higher quality of journalistic excellence. To have these kinds of facilities here and the high quality teaching staff that you have at Tbilisi State University, I think is a guarantee that you will play a very important role in the evolution of Georgia's democracy.
We just came up with the idea, students. We're going to create Students' Board as a governing body of the Multimedia Center. What do you think about this?
It sounds very democratic. No, I think students should be involved in these kinds of things. And you of course want to strike the right balance, working with the faculty and staff of the university, but student input is usually the faculty will appreciate that, and I think it sounds like a good idea.
In 2012, the new Multimedia Center was opened by a RexG Media program through USAID funds. The main beneficiaries were media schools of Caucasus University and Radio Free Europe, also a public institute of Georgia. Now your next step is Tbilisi State University. Among many other choices, why did you choose our media school?
Well, there were a number of competitors for this project, but Tbilisi State put forward an excellent proposal, and it was evaluated by a committee of experts, and they selected it as the most qualified program for this kind of project by the U.S. government.
Does your Department of State plan any other programs to empower and encourage higher educational system in Georgia?
As a matter of fact, this is still a very high priority for the United States. You're familiar with the many exchange programs that we have from the high school level through graduate schools, Flex, Muskie, and so forth. And The Fulbright program is now going to be expanded to include master's degree students, so that we will continue to be able to have a range of students going back and forth between the U.S. and Georgia. But also, through something called the Millennium Challenge Corporation, we're putting $140 million into developing higher education capabilities in Georgia. And that project will involve partnering with American universities that will be partners in this grant project. And so you have some consortiums of various American universities that are trying to team up with Georgian universities to receive money under this grant program. These are very high quality American universities, and whoever is selected, this will create a basis for even deeper exchange back and forth between U.S. and Georgian universities. So the Millennium Challenge Corporation $140 million compact is a really important project in higher education cooperation between our countries.
Yes, it is. So that was my last question.
Very well done.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your answers. It was an honor to meet you.
Well, thank you for an excellent interview.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.